Hello, Max Spy Guy. You're the first today. First into the chat. I didn't expect anyone to watch at this time, so I'm not going to beat the game, but I'm going to enter the final dungeon and save the final boss and ending for another day. I just couldn't stay away from the game. I need to play it more. I hope you are well. With a cute dancing dragon. And I can't skip this intro scene either. I never grow tired of it. Sadly, the music ends a bit too early. They should have played the music a bit longer. But there it is. Our cool mech is once again complete and activated. Exactly. We're gonna teach the game a lesson by completing side quests. That will show it. And I think this is where we ended yesterday. And hello to you as well, DJ. If I get any more viewers, I can't blame the streaming time. But I finally got you left before I did it to play Elden Ring, but I finally got to do my roof fixing side quest with Yin. We had Yin fix the roof with a frying pan. That's one silly side quest. We shall see how it looks. I wonder what the next step is in this quest. Alright, that is the... We can try to do that side quest. We haven't found that, we haven't found that, we haven't found that. So we only have one active side quest we can do. Yeah, yes, it's the bunny is the mascot of the game. Let's look at it again. We could go and meet it in person too. It has a cute face on the front and a scary face on the backside. And we can also go and find a few of these hidden doors. Very terrifying. Oh, we can go and meet the bunny. The bunny is, the physical bunny is just by this door, so we can go and meet it in person. And then we need to return to the Ormus stronghold, and also... Oh, that's it. We have 2 doors to open. That will be the first thing we do. It might be marshmallow. Let's see if this kid finally lets us play the quiz minigame. Maybe this is the final quest to unlock. Maybe you need to do the final dungeon first. Time to fly away to the second militia and listen to everyone's favorite song again. Hello, son, and hello, Empress. We have access to the final dungeon, but I won't do it today. I'm just going to clean up some side things and start on the dungeon, but not beat it. Yeah, at this point, I think we have more or less decided that I will do all the side quests, and that will be a very long. Beating the game will only be the start of this playthrough. So we will have a lot of grinding in some form later. Let's see. We're going to visit the bunny. Not the only, but the fastest way to beat the final quest in this game will be to defeat the final boss 20 times and watch the ending 20 times. That will be the fastest way. So I guess we are doomed. You won't be sad if you miss the final boss. You will have 20 more chances to do it. We can finally open this one. I said we need to beat the final boss 20 times. What a nightmare. And there is the second robot part leg. We can visit the professor and turn the legs in. You can steal an item from the final boss, and the item you steal is the most valuable item in the game, and we need 20 of those to finish a quest. So that is why 20. It's madness. But let's go see the cute bunny. We can't see the scary face in this game, luckily. We saw it in the first game. No, you defeat the final boss and then you watch the ending and then you save your clear data and then you can load your clear data and beat the boss again over and over. That's how it works. But there is the bunny. Look at it jumping around. We can't see the scare face. Yeah, the only light in the tunnel is that I really like fighting that boss. It's one of my favorite bosses to fight ever. So that's something at least. I don't hate fighting him. But that was the bunny. Now we've seen it. Bunny. I got a good ending. I got to see the bunny. But yes, that is high praise for the final boss. The first time I ever fought that final boss, it was one of the worst bosses I had ever fought, and it took me probably 2 hours, and it cost me every item I had, but I made it. It was a real struggle. But the right kind of struggle. You win, but you have to work for it. It's not often you get that perfect balance for a final boss. The secret boss in Octopath 1 also had that perfect balance for me. The boss took about 2 hours to beat, but I did it on the first try. It's almost impossible to make that balance as an active choice from the developers, but when it happens, it's the best. Exactly. The odd thing about this game is that you can't buy any items in this game. You can't buy any healing items. You have to make them drop or steal them from enemies or find them in treasure chests. But there are no shops to buy. I went the wrong way. I meant to go to the professor. I hope you find something good in the Ica. I will be here a few hours at least. Yeah, some enemies drop them every time, I think. You can never get stuck in the game. There is always a way to find new items if you really need it. So it's not a big deal to get stuck, at least. It's just a bit unusual for RPGs not to have a shop at all. And here we have the professor in his beach hat and his beach uniform. And since we found both of the legs, he will unlock the earthquake. Look at that, he has a print of the Erdekaiser on the back of his shirt. Who the hell gave you the permission to build something like this inside my ship? See, Professor, I told you. That's a good question there, Sonny. Huh? Let me ask you this. You approached stage 2 of my grand plan for the mobile fortress Elsa, did you not? Huh? Ah, yes. I guess the mobile fortress does need a giant robot. You all think so too, right? Yeah, I guess it does need a giant robot, huh? Yeah, it sure does. So, there you have it. Huh? Oh, I see. Haha, gotcha. You understand too, right, Tony? Yeah, right on. This is great. I never thought that was the reason. Ha 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 ha. What the hell are you talking about? Matthews continued to berate the professor for constructing the robot academy inside the Elsa. The professor tried to use his charming ways to talk his way out of the situation, but he was unable to deceive the crew of the Elsa. Now, Professor, how will you get out of this predicament? Found out in the next episode. I can't wait for the next episode. How will it end for our dear professor? Then we go back to the Ormus stronghold and open that secret door. At least we get to hear this song a bit again. And see the cool black hole. And see E.S. Asher again. This is the mech that they were building in the intro screen. Level. Into the airlock we go. And then we exit our EFS. Let's take a look at them again. This is one of the few places where we can see all three of them lined up. They look great together. And I'm going to switch back to my normal party if we encounter any enemies. All right. There's a shortcut here. I forgot about that. I think this will take us much closer to where we want to be. Yes, it takes us right where we want to be. How nice of them. And here we have the head of the robot. We go straight back to the professor then. And luckily we can also exit the dungeon at any time. Look how streamlined and nice the game is for once. We are only missing one part of the Erdekaiser, the body. And we get the Erde beam skill for Xion. So this is how Matthews got his debt. It was the professor all along, pretending to be Matthews. Ah, look at that close-up of the professor. A reasoner, it better be brilliant or I'm tossing you out of the airlock. And this, we are finally starting to see the beginning of the Erdekaiser side quest 2, where we finally get to meet the Dark Professor. There it is, the Dark Professor. He is the only one who could possibly have such an evil ambition. The only way to stop him is to create an even more powerful robot than Erdekaiser. The Dark Professor. So the Professor was actually fighting real evil? The crew of the Elsa is more anxious than ever before. Will Matthews allow the Professor to create a giant robot on board Elsa? Don't take your eyes off the Robot Academy. Bring any robot parts you find to the Professor. We only need to find one more part for the Erdekaiser, but I'm pretty sure we can't do that. Yeah, we might need to beat the game before we can actually do that. We are missing 5 of the doors. But I don't think we can get to any of them at the moment. We shall save all this great progress. And then I will try to do a side quest. I'm not sure if I can yet or if I'm missing a key. Time to fight the first enemies in the game.
If you feel in danger, stay back. It's over. It's over.
All systems clear.
If you feel in danger, stay back. It's over. I will always fight on the front line.
Let's see if we can open this door or not. No, I do need a key, but who has the key? I should already have the key, I believe, but let's see if it's in here somewhere. Not that one. I should have it, but I do not have it. Maybe we need to... Maybe we needed to check the door and then we can get the key. Let's try that. Let's see. Do you have a key for us? Oh, this was the wrong guy. If that's not the guy, who is the guy? Is this the guy? Yeah, this is the guy we didn't. There is the key. And the code is 4949. Easy to remember. Yeah, this is the one where the kid is locked inside the toy store. You can either go to the past 14 years ago and you can save the kid in there, or if you use the key in the present on the submerged city, then the kid is dead and there is a gnosis in there instead. And you fail the quest, of course. So you have to be sure to use the key at the right place. You can only do one of them. There will also be a boss. I'm not sure if it will be a difficult or easy boss at the moment. But there will be a boss. One of the optional bosses that few have actually bothered to fight. It was shiny, I had to touch the save. Disappear, stupid car.
I will show you what a real battle is like. It's over. It's over.
They were no match.
Don't move.
Your order, Xiao? It's over. The enemies have been exterminated.
Now we can go in. 49.
Please input the password. Password has been confirmed.
Look at all those bunnies down there. With the glowing eyes. And there is the boss. I think we are ready. And there is the poor boy. Let's see how dangerous it is.
If you feel in danger, stay back.
And of course we're going to steal. Skill upgrade. And another skill upgrade. Nothing exciting or vital. Oh, it's flying, apparently. So far it seems very not dangerous. Triple B, what a weakness. But that should be easy to handle with this party. Why did I do that? That was pointless.
Charging. This is it.
Once again, Xion turns out to be the strongest. What did I do? Not the thing I wanted to.
Open ether circuit. Open ether circuit. Charging.
And as always, we are going to stall to get extra skills.
Open ether circuit.
Right about now. Ah, it wasn't enough. But that was enough. 2 times points.
Come on, let's go.
The boss wasn't very scary at all. 5 minutes and all 1000 points. That's decent. Mecha bunnies with glowing eyes. Quite a nightmare. Woohoo! The boy is saved. But we didn't get any items. I just want to be sure to look at everything. I don't think you can go back in here once you exit. It's so rare to be in this one space. We have to take it all in. But now we can exit and go get our reward from the dad. Look how happy they are together. Secret key number 10, Inner Peace, level 2 class H. I think that might be the final skill we need for that class. Yes, it is. Nice. Oh, and that is also nice. More evasion when you stock. And we do stock a lot. And that completes that category. We really want these two. The silly thing is that I will go right back in to the same place. Because there is one more quest in here. I had a feeling that was the case. But I'm not completely sure where. Somewhere in here there should be, if not a boss, at least an enemy to fight that we haven't done yet.
Disappear!
I'm just going to take a look over here. Nope. I'm pretty sure it's a boot battle, but it could be in the ES as well.
Disappear!
That should be the one. How did I miss it last time?
If you feel in danger, stay back.
Blech. It's an actual boss, so we will have to steal, of course.
Open ether circuit.
Skill upgrade.
Let's go!
Nothing. I will try to scan it. That's faster.
Open ether circuit.
It has another skill upgrade.
Let's go!
Stubborn.
Let's go.
There it is. Now we can fight the boss.
Open eager circuit.
It starts with BB. Let's try CC. BBC.
Open eager circuit.
No, I think I want to do it with Sig instead. Oh well. Finally, Siggy gets to show off a bit. That's the perfect timing.
This is it.
But good damage at least. And I was a bit late on boosting. Oh, that really hurt.
Open eager circuit. Open eager circuit.
I get to taste my own medicine with this combo boosting. Look at that combo boost. He just keeps going.
Open eager circuit.
But nothing we can't handle.
Looks like I misjudged.
Lasse Rito Itar.
Looks like I misjudged.
He really doesn't want Xion to live. Like I said,
Lasse Rito Itar.
time to finish this.
Don't let your guard down. Stay sharp.
This one was almost worse than the yeah, it took the same amount of time at least. I should have been just as scared about this one. And there's the memory locket. We shall give it to the old singer on second mission. And after that, I have no current quests aside from the obvious depth quest. But nothing we can actually do. Then it's up to the final dungeon. Well, I could also check the waterways one final time. See if that has triggered yet. But I think the boss down there is actually difficult. We'll see if it even triggers. No, I want to go to that bowl. Then we check the waterways. Something went wrong, I know. Nothing new. And we talked to the third guy as well. It will be... Nope, nothing here. And we can wave to the bunny again as we pass through. Sorry, your brother died 14 years ago. Secret key. Oh, more experience points. I wonder how soon you can do this quest at the earliest. Not before the demo, at least that's for sure. I forgot where it was. There it is. Oh, it's even passive. That's amazing. I get 10% extra experience passive. That is one great ability. I thought I would need to equip it. Very nice. Let's get it for Siggy as well. And for Cosmos. No one else can afford it. We really want Junior to get the combo boost ability before the next boss. There it is. We need him to get 2400 class points. Can we do that? No, they are not good enough at all. Let's just give him a lot of skill points to begin with. Let's do that. That's cheap. And that's even cheaper. We're still missing a lot. We need 800 more. That's enough, but it cost me all the items. And there we have it. Now he can boost himself in ES Asher. It will probably make a big difference in the next boss. I would love to have it for Momo as well, but we just used up all the items we had, so there is no way she can get it for now. She's not that far away on the class points. well, we won't get it before the boss. Look at that, both the singer and the dancer are back in happy mood. And with that we only have 6 side quests left in the game. At least when it comes to the GS campaign. Then there are the optional dungeons and bosses, of course. They are not mentioned on this. But as far as I can tell, we have nothing at all left to do for now. The only thing we can do is go to the final dungeon. To the Omega system. We should be getting a little cutscene, and we do. What a mess. Kanan will protect Elsa. It's in good hands, mostly. And this is another good dungeon. I do prefer both Labyrinthos and Ormus Stronghold, but the Omega dungeon is also pretty nice. And I don't mind this song, but it gets a bit boring to hear it for a long time. It has some mystery to it at least. So you're saying you're a worse pilot than... They had more help than I expected. 8,000. Still haven't paid off the debt. That will be the final quest, most likely. But as far as I can tell, we have done everything we can outside of the final dungeon. The last few quests will trigger either sometimes during the dungeon or after we beat the game. Do we have the key? Yes, we do have the key. And we got a secret key. Ooh, best ally. It's not something we need to learn. But it is one strong ability, auto revive and recover all HP. It will cost us everything to learn it. It's not worth it. But it will come in handy for the extra optional bosses. All your base are belong to us. All your base. We just enter the final dungeon. So we're just going to explore as far as we can in the dungeon and stopping before the final boss. Miss. Let's switch in Dina for a while. I can switch out the leader too. I always prefer to walk around in the Asher mech, but you can fly around in this one too. It's quite a cool mech. And it does remind you of Xenogears a bit. But I really like the sound of Asher walking around. The other two mechs fly around. Nothing. Point. This is a pretty odd. You can only cross this bridge if you have beaten the game. You need to beat the game to cross this bridge. Because after you have beaten the game you can return in here on foot. The mech can fly, but it can't fly over this bridge for some reason. So you need to beat the game before going this way. That is one reason why we can't finish all the quests before the final boss. We might as well use these with the power of 300 stock. We can use the X-Buster. It's pretty cool. And we can also use the Ice Storm.
Ice Storm.
Yeah, with the power of friendship and a lot of extra points, we can use the X-Buster. You can get the X-Buster on foot too, but it's one of the trickier quests to get, I think. A lot of people don't even know you can get the X-Buster in this game for Cosmos. And sadly, it isn't at all as good as in the first game.
I will proceed to eliminate the enemy threat.
It's the secret organization that yells their name, Ormus.
What am I doing?
Open ether circuit.
Ormus!
What am I doing? I will always fight on the front line. If you feel in danger, stay back.
Dion gets to do her thing again.
They were no match.
We are in the final dungeon, but these enemies are still giving less experience than the Demeron grind that we did before.
Your orders, Shion?
Let's finally try out the Quake or the Beam. Not sure what's best. Let's try both. Let's do the Quake.
Open eager circuit.
It does the same damage. It's totally pointless. I would need to cast it 20 times to defeat all the enemies. It's so useless. That is so much more effective.
This is it.
What am I doing?
Charge it.
What am I doing?
Down the weapon.
What am I doing?
Down the weapon. Take this.
What am I doing?
They were no match.
Ah, it's the same guys again.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
But this time we don't have the power of the trap. This is when you really miss the power of the Erdekaiser from the first game. I was going to boost, but he was faster. They are too quick.
What am I doing?
Open ether circuit.
Oh, I hit the wrong zones. That's why he didn't fall.
What am I doing?
Let's do one more boost just to have it before the next battle.
What am I doing? I will always fight on the front line.
Yes, he will always fight on the front line. Ooh, we are actually getting... This might be the first battle that gives more experience than the Demerung. But that fight is so much slower than anything on the Demerung, so it's still the best place, but in pure numbers, this was better. Another secret key. It unlocks the curse ability. I think curse in this game just means you take a lot of damage each turn, like a poison but worse. I think that's all it is. The final boss will cast curse on us at least. And that's the ES doors open. Now we can proceed in the mix again. Like I said in the Ormus Stronghold, I always like when you get to split up the party or explore in different ways, both on foot and on mech. That's how it should be, especially in a final dungeon. Did I go this? Yeah, that was the switch. At least that robot didn't respawn. And neither did this guy. We can be thankful for that. Here we can get quite a close-up of the Ina. Look how detailed it is. Alright, you can only destroy these when you're on foot. For some reason, you have to return on foot to destroy these. Their barricade won't hold against me.
It's not about the machine.
It has a different color. It must be more dangerous. It's a rule of RPG. We are just trying to get as far as we can exploring the final dungeon. Unlocking all the puzzles and grabbing all the treasures. We'll see how far we get, if we get to the final save or not. If I can beat the next boss, I will be happy. It's my least favorite boss in the game.
It's not about the machine.
And it's also the final boss in EFS for the story. It's a big anti-climax. It's such a random boss to have as the final mech boss. The boss name, the boss is called Inversion. That is the boss name. It's a very abstract boss. It's just a random enemy, more or less. But it's also the most dangerous thing. I always have trouble with it. We'll see if you remember it when you see it or not. It's not a very memorable boss. Dun, dun, dun. The thing about that boss is that it keeps changing weaknesses, and if you hit the wrong weakness, it will heal and it will counterattack with a very dangerous attack. So it's easy to mess up. If you actually know the boss, it is an easy boss, but it's one of those things I never learned. In episode 1 I never learned the email locations, and in episode 2 I never learned that one boss.
Don't think you can defeat me so easily. Don't think you can defeat me so easily. Not so fast.
It's also funny that we started the game with 20 levels on our ESS, and we are going to get to the final ES boss around 35 or something. Some of the ESS have only gotten 12 levels the entire game. You use them so little in the story. Far too little. This is another thing it feels like yesterday. I saw DJ Davis do running up and down these stairs to time the elevator puzzle. Oh, there's a save in here. This might be the save we are going to use for the boss later. But we need to solve a puzzle first. This is the room where the boss will appear. You will fight the boss in this room. But we need to solve a puzzle to get our ESS over here. we start at the bottom and run to the... That red over there might be one of the places we can only get after beating the game. You push this one and then you have to run to the other buttons and time them. Let's see, we need to wait a bit. That might be it. Come on. I think we made it. Quick. Quick. Yes, first try. Now the ESS are in position. And we will save and we will face my worst nightmare. The inversion. And of course we're going to have to steal from it too. It should have at least one item we need. Sebulun needs to be in the party from the start. And I'm not at all sure what we want to equip. Having the Emax could be nice. We'll see when we die what type of elements we should equip. And that might also be a good idea to have. Let's do the charge clean instead of the defense. I'm pretty sure it will deal with status effects. We will just have to try and see what works, since I can never remember. Here it comes, the final ES battle of the story. Behold! It's a bit flower-like, I guess. It's so anticlimactic to have this as the final. Ah, auto recover, that is very good. Let's just start by stocking. So I guess it's going to counter whenever I feel. It is already going badly. the auto recovery is the only thing. At the moment it is weak against physical attacks, but it will switch around. So let's do none of these. Let's just do a physical attack. And it guarded. It's a very dangerous thing to do, lying down. Even leaning back in the chair is enough for me. It's too dangerous. I have to sit up straight and be focused on this boss. The boss might seem easy at the moment, but it will get out of hand. It always does. The best kind of sofa. Let's see what it does. It's analyzing. So it's whatever I do this turn, he will probably counter from now on. So let's try to just defend. And then we do this and hope the boss might absorb the attack and get healed, but I'm going to risk it and try. Yes, we made massive damage. That was really nice. And now it should be safe to do physical attacks again. Or maybe not, it seems to counter my physical. Let's try a non-physical attack then. Like the Ice Storm.
Ice storm.
No, the Ice Storm healed it. No, this is how it always goes. Let's try to change Indina for a while. It seems to counter every attack, no matter what. Yeah. What? What happened? Did I do a counterattack? Didn't know I had any. Let's see. I'm gonna risk it and do the meteor blast again. This might heal the boss almost to full health. But it did not. That seems to be our best weapon. That seems to be our best weapon. Ah, we got some status ailment. Let's switch back to Asher. All right. I should have put the clean. Let's see if this attack does good damage. We have some hope, but not much. It hasn't failed us yet. And I healed the boss. Yeah, this is game over. But we do know one attack that works. We want this for sure. And we want this. What else? We probably want that for Seblin. The power shield. That should be a good setup for Seblin. No, this is not an optional boss. This is the final boss you have to do in the mechs in the game. And it's very anticlimactic. It's just a random enemy, not a story boss or any cool character or anything like that. It's just a random thing you have to defeat. So that's a bit of a shame. And it's also my least favorite boss, because I can never remember a good way to defeat it. It keeps changing its weakness around. Yes, very annoying. Especially since when it changes the weakness, you keep healing the boss since you do the wrong attack. And the boss also intercepts your attack and counters before you can even do your attack. It has so many different attacks that I can never remember them all. But we will get it sooner or later. Nice. I guess I could see if I have any protection against ice. That seems to be the ice and beam. Seems to be the major attacks he does. But I take damage much faster than I can heal it. And if I try to attack it, it just counters with something even worse. And then it casts haste. Nice, if I can do one more of those, I win. I'm going to switch out to Dina for now. And try to heal up Sebulin. Let's see, if we can just get that one good attack off, we should win. Let's try it. No, let's wait one more turn. Now we try it. Come on, Meteor Blast, you can do it. Yes, we got it. Only 2 tries. I call that a victory. Phew, 8 minutes. Not too bad. Thank you. I have seen much worse results on this boss. But it's just so anticlimactic. Now we never have to fight anything more in the mechs in this game. We will in the optional dungeon, but for the story we never need to use them again. And we ended up at level 36 as the highest. We even grinded 2 levels or something like that. So we started the game at 20 and ended at 36. But that is the one of the better skills in the game. You auto revive with half HP. That is really nice. It's going to be vital for the optional bosses. I didn't want to use the elevator. I wanted to get off and save my game. Maybe I can't. No, I want to go off. Oh well, let's hope there is a save in the next area. Puzzle time, or at least destruction. You can only destroy them from one side. It might be a stretch calling it a puzzle. Also, the camera is so zoomed out that it seems like you are moving very slowly, but in fact we are moving quite fast. If you will compare it to the normal walking speed on foot. Spinning mechs. And there is the save. No, this stream was officially a success. It's not over quite yet. I think we can make it one more save or so. We'll see. We need to solve this pretty tricky puzzle, Tetris puzzle. And this puzzle sounds horrible. Listen to that distorted sound. They are playing the sound effect 8 times at the same time, making the sound distorted. It sounds horrible. Let's see. This can take a while. Every block of the same color that touches will be destroyed. So you need to destroy them in the correct order to make a way. So that's the level we want. We want there to be two sets of blocks the entire way. It's quite tricky. And we already failed. I can see we already failed. And we failed again. Well, that's one side done at least. That's the solution for the right part. And then it will get trickier. Let's try this. Oh, I completely failed. That was the one thing I shouldn't destroy. What was I thinking? Let's see, was it... No, we don't want to destroy that. Do we want to destroy that one? No. I think we just want to destroy the blue ones. And then the yellow. And then the red. Yes, that's the solution. And then we want to destroy that blue one and that red one. But I'm not sure if we want to do that just yet. We might need to wait on that. I believe this might be doomed. This reminds me of a puzzle. I think we can solve it. I kinda see it. The question is just what order I need to do things. I think it's mostly safe to just destroy everything at the moment. Let's try it. And there you have it. That went quite fast, I would say. I have seen people struggle with this a long time. I find it a pretty fun puzzle. It's just it's just sad that the sound sounds so bad. That they messed up the played the sound so many times instead of just once. But aside from that, a great puzzle. And then we have a few options to explore. We have 3 doors over there. You can go on foot. This is the final stretch to the next save. You can go on foot or you can go in the mechs. We will do both sooner or later. Going in mechs is much easier, but you miss a few treasures, of course. Including that. This was just an item, one single not great item. And this should be the long way. I think you get a shortcut for you don't have to solve the puzzle, but it gives you might give you a decoder or something good. Is it in the trap? Let's see.
Watch the enemy
No.
closely and react quickly.
I think I posted the last games I bought on Instagram. It was Tunic, Blueprints, and a Metroidvania called TV. Those were the last physical games I bought. And I wouldn't count them to the collection either. They are just modern games that I want to have. Not so much for the collection. I think I mentioned it, but I'm trying to save up as much as possible since a friend is in Japan at the moment, and he has my long list of games. So I will try to save up until he comes back home. It could get very expensive. And he also managed to get something new to the Xeno collection for me. So at least one new item for the Xeno collection. I can't wait. I have no idea when he will be back. It can be quite... he will be there quite a while. It might be in fall or winter before he finally returns to Sweden. I'm not sure. But whenever he does return, I will become a poor man. A poor man with an impressive collection. Oh, nice. Skill points gånger 10. Times 10.
Predictable. No problem.
Was that all there is in this room? Then you have to solve the puzzle if you want to go on foot.
I'm taking you down.
Open ether circuit.
What am I doing?
Kion was very weak against these guys.
doing?
Down the weapon! Open ether circuit!
What am I doing? Don't let your guard down. Stay sharp.
This one corridor is usually a nightmare for any new players. This battle can be really tough or long if you
I will proceed to eliminate the enemy threat.
don't know what you're doing with the combat.
Open ether circuit! Down the weapon! Down the weapon!
What am I doing?
Open ether circuit! Open ether circuit! Down the weapon!
What am I doing?
Open ether circuit!
What am I doing?
Down the weapon!
What am I doing?
That was a little too close to call.
I know no idea why they needed a button. That button there opens this door. It's so silly. What was the point? And we absolutely do not want to destroy these things. In some of these, the worst enemy in the game is hiding. At least one of the worst enemies. Those enemies can instant kill without any trouble. And the same goes for these. Some of them are the worst enemy. Let's see. The worst part about them is that they have a lot of help, and once they get down to low health, then they do the insta-kill. So you think you are going to win, you fight them for a long time, think you are going to win, and then they just explode and kill you. Just what we wanted. And I'm always... yeah, I think this will be the final save. This will turn into the final save. There it is. The final save of the game. No, not quite. There is one more save later, but this is the final save for this dungeon. Double save. I will go back and try to fight some of those annoying enemies if I can equip something to counter them. Let's see. Where can we check? There it is. When knocked out, counter boost with 1 HP and full stock. So if we equip this thing, we should be able to survive the insta-kill. Last revenge instead of... we can do that. Let's see how scary they can be.
I will show you what a real battle
I'm
is
not
like.
sure. I don't think this is the insta-kill enemy, but it sure looks scary. Oh yeah. I guess it has... I guess it's weak to Xion. It looks like AAA is the weakness. There are only 2 characters who can do AAA. Here we go.
This is it.
Triple A. And then we use one of the other characters to build up some boost, and then we keep going with Xion. Sadly, there is nothing to do about the counter. If they counter boost, there's nothing you can do. If you see that red little boost icon.
I'm sorry.
And there is the instant death. It only hit 2 of the characters, at least. Let's see if I can use the safety level.
Open ether circuit.
And revive.
Open ether circuit.
And do some damage.
Charging. Charging. This is it.
And we got one of them.
I'll heal you now.
Let's see how much experience you can gain. Not at all much. That one grinding spot we had from the beginning is still better. Yeah. There are not enemies in each one of them, luckily. Some of them have items, some of them have enemies. We got 2 enemies in a row, and all of them can do some kind of instant kill.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
BC. BCB. So it's BC. That's the weakness. I'm just going to... Oh, I can't use my ether. Because I am lost. That's an unusual name for that status effect, lost. Yeah, that one
Requesting
also
recovery.
instant kill everyone's, as I suspected. And I can't heal.
This is it.
But we got it.
Don't let your guard down. Stay sharp.
I'm going to go back and touch the save to heal up. We have defeated the first two, nothing there. And I guess this will be an enemy as well. Yes. The big horse guy. Whatever it is called.
I will show you what a real battle is like.
Orturia Kufli, of course. I didn't remember that it was called Orturia Kufli. How could I forget? I still haven't... It's still open for debate and recommendations and suggestions. I will play something shorter for sure. So I won't go straight into another RPG. It will be something shorter. Well, it could be an RPG, but action RPG or something shorter at least. Not a full-scale turn-based 40 plus hours. Something shorter.
Open eager searches.
Let's go.
I'm just going to analyze to see if they have anything fun to steal. They have not. The only thing they drop are those ether cores. You could farm a lot of ether cores and sell them. I think they sell for quite a lot, but defeating the final boss is much faster than defeating the amount of these guys that you would need for the same amount. Is it CB BB on this guy, or is it CB BC? Oh my, that was some nice. So it's CBA is the weakness. Let's see if we can do that. CB. And then she on A. No, why can't you do it? That's strange. Why can't you do it? and the boss boost, eller the enemy boosted while I waited.
Open eager searches.
It seems we can't hit the weakness for this one. We will just have to do it the hard way. I'm not sure why Xion just... Xion has... I didn't see Xion got a status effect. That's why she couldn't attack.
Open Eager Circuit.
Let's remove that. Now she's back in business.
Open Eager Circuit.
And just like the other guys, this one will also blow up and instant kill. Here it comes. It's gonna blow.
Requesting recovery.
It does instant kill, but you can avoid it with some luck, it seems.
Open Eager
I completely evaded the effect. With high enough evasion. And look at that, it respawned. It's back at full health.
La Ferrito Ital.
This is why you never fight these guys.
Open Eager Circuit. Open Eager Circuit.
It might be possible to take out the full health bar before they explode. That might be the trick. Let's see if we can do this. And then
This is it.
we finally know the full weakness at least. CBAA. Come on, Xion. Kill it in one go. Yeah, that was the trick.
So predictable.
If you
No problem.
completely drain it before it can counter, it doesn't do the explosion. You just need to finish on a strong combo. see how many more there are. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's so many of them. And there's one enemy. The worst kind.
I will proceed to eliminate the enemy threat.
Open Eager Circuit. This is it.
Yes, we got it in record time.
Come on, let's go.
I don't think I have ever defeated one of those that quickly. Less than 2 minutes. We came prepared and knew what we were doing. Worst enemy in the game, 2 minutes. This must be one enemy.
I will show you what a real battle is like.
This is it.
No. Couldn't get it.
Open Eager Circuit. This is it.
That was a little too close to call.
the final one. Ah, one of those.
Your orders, Xion?
Open Eager Circuit!
This was the AAA. What a nice triangular hammer. Well, it might not be triangular, I can't tell from this side. But it's pyramid shaped of some kind. Smack. Smack.
This is it!
Cosmos didn't help much. We won't get it before it explodes. But everyone survived. Haha. Nice.
I'll heal you now.
I plan to stream about 1 more minute. I'm just going to save and call it a day. It's closing in on my dinner time as well. But we did get a lot of progress done. We finished up every side quest that we could do before the final dungeon, and we got to the final save of the final dungeon, and we defeated all the annoying enemies. So next time, whenever that might be, there will be one very odd boss before the final boss. But then we will get the best cutscenes in the game, and we will get the best boss in the game, and we will get one of the best endings in any game. So next stream will be pretty exciting. And after that we will just continue to play this game for as long as, either until everything is done or until I feel it's time to move on to Pied Piper. But yes, that is that. I thank everyone for watching and lurking and watching again later on YouTube. Yeah, I have no idea when it will be. It could be any time. It could be Thursday again, or it could be Friday. But I don't think I will do it. I won't do it today for sure, and I won't do it tomorrow, and most likely not Wednesday either. so sometime later this week, but I'm not sure which day yet. But I'm looking forward to that. Exactly, a surprise stream. You never know when they appear. I hope everyone have a good week and a good time until then at least. And see you in the finale of the story.